Today's agenda item, focusing on a potential upzoning for the Upper Buena Vista development, raises serious concerns about conflicts of interest among the parties involved. Last year, Miami's PZAB board met to consider the developer's upzoning request. Board members expressed deep concerns because several of the parcels seeking an upzoning were for sale at the time of the request.
There's no way anybody in their right mind would vote yes when all it is an upzone for somebody to go flip a property.
It's my concern is not so much with your project. My concern is with the next one or the 3 or 4 after that.
You know how many projects come in front of us for hold on. Yeah. I heard you, now you gotta hear me.
Yeah.
Upzoning, and they come here and they show us exactly what they think they're gonna build. And then a week after we approve them, they put it for sale after they get the upzone. They make a ton of money and they leave. But don't sit there and say, well, these guys build beautiful things, because if they're selling the project, they have zero intention of building. Because if not, they wouldn't put the project for sale. It's logical.
Board members, however, overlooked their concerns because of who was applying.
It's Mr. Porosoff. I know him personally, and I'll vote yes. But going forward, if somebody else comes in here, at least personally, I can't vote yes.
The Mr. Porosoff that the board member is referring to is Arthur Porosoff, a developer and real estate agent, who, coincidentally, also sits on the PZAB board. He recused himself from the vote, but here he is in the chamber instructing his attorney at the meeting. That attorney, meanwhile, is Javier Fernandez. Mr. Fernandez happens to be the mayor of South Miami. This is Bob Powers, who was given 10 minutes to speak in support of the upzoning, while residents were given just 2. Mr. Powers also sits on a City of Miami board.
Paul knows where Adam knows where I live, and Alex knows where I live.
I know Mr. Powers for a long time, and for those of you who may be worried, I can not vouch for him, but I could pretty much tell you that he's a good guy.
This is Donald Douglas. He's an aide to City Commissioner Christine King. Mr. Douglas appeared in a promotional video made by the developers where he spoke in support of the upzoning.
I think it's a great thing. I think it's something that benefits the neighborhood.
These insiders convinced PZAB to overlook the concerns of residents because of their personal connections to the board members.
Obviously, we do all know a lot of the people involved here.
I lean towards overlooking the fact that they seem to be for sale, because the last thing in the world I would do is hand you an upzoning so that you can make more money.
The upzoning was approved 7-0. This is not how government is supposed to work. We urge you to send this item back to PZAB with instructions to reconsider the upzoning plan on its merits, not on its applicants, and to give residents an opportunity to speak to these issues. They were unable to do so the first time, as the item wasn't discussed until after 11 p.m. at night and most had left, assuming it would be deferred. Thank you for your time and dedication to ensuring a fair process.